Banker, how you doing, Bubba? You looking a lot better, baby. This is Link. He's one of my older bunnies. He's the fellow I was telling you about had the paralysis. He's looking a lot better. He's actually running around. Hasn't quite gotten all of his coordination back, but he's looking a lot better than he had been. So Ocho and Mimu are out on the floor. I think they may have bred already, but I like to let them run around during the time after I've tried to breed them, just to make sure they do breed. And her litter's completely sold off. I went ahead and released Pepper Pig from last video. I was going to keep him as a buck, but I think I'm going to keep this striped orange one right here. This is actually pick of the litter. I'm going to show her or show him or her, get up close and let you see him. That's the pick of all three litters. That's the prettiest one, prettiest patterns. But babies are up top, or three of them anyway. I've got two of the other babies with hash brown, and they're not really sure. I think they're like 30, maybe 36 days today. But I've sold a few since the last time we did a video. So these are, coincidentally, these patterns were in Miss Mimi Flip Flip's litter. And I'm going to hold back one of her does that looks kind of like Ocho over here. Sold the orange and white, and one that kind of looks like Ocho. But that's a doe, and little Snowball there, he's a buck. Those are the last two I've got from that litter. And so these guys are about they're a little bit over 5 weeks, and they're beautiful. You got real pretty looking. Y'all like them green beans? Like what, ain't they? I love to teach my bunnies to eat this greens as I pick them and everything. That's something I really strive for, is to teach them how to eat those things. You need some water, baby? You out of waters? I'm gonna get you some water. Let me pour you some water in your bobo. But yeah, that's good. Litters are starting to sell off, so I can keep going. The show can go on. I was kind of worried there for a little bit. Things were really slow, but it seems like everything's picked up. And let me show you Miss Hash Brown's babies down here on the bottom. These are three of hers up top. I hadn't sexed them yet, but they're real pretty. I probably won't be keeping any of those, but I probably will be keeping one of these down here that's a buck. So let's look at them real quick. Mama, can we see the baby? Let's see them pretty babies. I'm gonna see them. You better go, Mimu. You better quit chasing that bunny around. Come here, little Tweetness. Tweetness personified. Come here, Tweetness personified. You're pretty. Let me see you. Let me see you, stripy bunny. She's got two little stripes down the side over here. I don't know if she's got the same on the other side. You're pretty. Come on out. Hey, boy. Y'all sillies. You little shy monkey. Come here. Come here, little shy monkey. You. I like you. When you get out, we'll come back and look at you. But yeah, I'm real happy about Link. If Ocho would just quit biting on him, you know, that's really why he got sick to begin with. Is Ocho, or somehow Link had got out of his cage, or Ocho had got out of his cage, and he bit Link on the eye. And for the longest time, I couldn't work with his ear and put drops in his ear, and the mites ended up getting out of control in one of his ears, and it caused him to get that little droopy thing. But he's looking a lot better. He's been running around on the floor. I hadn't really he's trying to breed, but he's not really doing a very good job of it right now. But hopefully we'll get him back in order, get his neck straightened out. But I think he's going to gradually pull out of it. So that's kind of my hope anyway. He's been with me the longest of all of them so far. Hey, you pretty guys. You baby the tweet. And we'll kind of keep the pattern going here. You know, when a litter sells off from one, I'll rebreed them. As soon as hers sell off, I'll probably wait a few weeks and then try to breed her. That way I don't get too many coming in at one time. And this one over here is going to breed, but that'll probably breed. It'll be a few months before I let her breed, and I'll have to hold the buck back. And like I said, if that orange and that striped orange one, is a buck, I'm going to hold it. I may even hold that one if it's a doe, but definitely one of those two if they're bucks. Because like I said, I want to have a good solid pattern to breed with the tricolor and Miss Mimi Flip Flip down here. But I don't mind breeding link with Mimi Flip Flip. The rue bunnies don't really. I like them. They're, you know, one of my first bunnies that I had was a rue bunny, so I really enjoy having her around. You're a mean boy. He bit me on the dang arm last night. Link was out running around and he was agitated, and I picked him up and he just gave me a good laceration. And he don't normally do that, but when he sees Link on the floor, he gets jealous, and anything that gets close to his mouth, he's gonna probably bite it. You're a biting wabbit. You're a biter like your daddy. You're a biting wabbit. You're a mean bean bunny. You guys are pretty. I love you. Come here, baby. Let's everybody see your little stripy poos. Like I said, she's got some black coloration on one side, but she's got real pronounced striping on the other side. So then, like I said, I'm hoping this one's a buck. And it's a real sweet one too. You're real tweet. You're real pretty too. Let everybody see that stripe you got. Give me you little stripy stripe. Get out of that butt. Get out of that box. So I can see you. I'm gonna turn the box around. Come here. Everybody see them stripy poo. I wanna see it. I wanna see it. Look at them little stripes. You little zebra, you. You're a pretty baby. Look at that. I love those little stripes. I don't quite understand the genetics behind it, but it looks real interesting. And sometimes I've had them. I've had litters before that had really pronounced striping. You're pretty, baby. You're my best one. Mama, you did a good job. You did a good job, Mama. You tweet. I like you. You are pretty. I love you, baby. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you, Tweety.